Okoko bioko ndị be anyị unu amakwa na barrister Maxwell Opara bụ onye ọkaiwu Pastor Chris Okafor n'okwu Very Dark Man na ndị anụnwa asị na ha bụ ụmụ Pastor Chris Okafor. Ngwa bịanụ ka nkọrọ unu akụkọ ma gbakwazi unu ọkpa n'eze. Unu mana kamgbe okwu Doris Ogala anụnwa na Pastor Chris Okafor ji wee na-achị, ọkachasị oge a akpụlụ Doris Ogala amarọ ndị kpụrụ ya, ka Very Dark Man kwuru wee sị na onye ọbụla ọbịa kpụrụ Doris Ogala na o nyere mkpụrụ abalị abụọ ka onye afọ tọhapịa na ọ bụ na o mere otu a na o ji ife akaebe ọ ga-agba n'amụ. O mee echieri ozigbo o nyerefe abalị abụọ, mana nọ naanị otu abalị ka eji wee tọhapụ Doris Ogala. Very Dark Man wee pụtakwa mbọchị afọ atọrapụrụ Doris Ogala wee na-ekwu dị na ihe akaebe o ji abụọ dịrị n'aka Doris Ogala ka o si, na ihe akaebe o ji dị iche nọ n'aka ndị a ha si na ha bụ ụmụ Pastor Chris Okafor. Ebe a ka ọ nọ gbanyere anyị ife onyonyo onye na-ekwu okwu, mana onye afọ anyị afụrụ iru ya maka na Very Dark Man ji ife wee mechita iru ya. Ebe a ka onye a na-ekwu ihe ndị onye bụ nna ha na-eme ha na ụmụ ya ndị ọzọ gasị ife a na-eme ha, na ihe na ọ kalụ ha mma. Ebe a ka ọ nọ wee kwuo di ya na ọ ka dịrị ya mma na ọ bụ anụmanụ bụ nne ya, ya na ọbara anụmanụ na-aga ya na-arụkata, mana ọ bụ nwa Pastor Chris Okafor. Ebe a ka Very Dark Man nọkwa wee na-ekwu na ihe akaebe agwụbeghịkwa, na o wepụtasị ihe akaebe niile dị na ntị ga-echikwa mmadụ. Na-ekwu aka ka o nwere ihe akaebe nke o wepụtakwara onye nke si na afịa bụ ọkwa Precious dị ka ọ gịnị, wee kwubekwa nke ka esi eme ihe nwana ka esi eme nke ọzọ, mana o tinyere ihe n'isi. Mgbe ihe ndị a na-emezi ka Barrister Maxwell Opara degaziri Very Dark Man na akwụkwọ wee na-agwa Very Dark Man na onye afichasịa ihe ndị a niile o wefetara n'ọwara igwe mgbasa ozi, mana o fichasịa anya ụnụ mana Very Dark Man akara ya bukwara ezigbo ibu na o nwere huge platform, bụ na ihe onyonyo ọbụla ọ na-etinye ndị ọ na-adịkwa active. Ihe onyonyo ọbụla o tinyere ọ gatee n'aka ya, efichagodi ya n'akara nke ọ gago ebetela akari ndị busagoro ya buru ibu, ya na efichara ya na nke Very Dark Man o nwere ife ogboro, mana ji na-egene ntị na njinwa ya alịpụta. O wee gwe anya fichapịa na ha kwugidere na ndị anụnwa si na ha bụ ụmụ ya na eje mee nnyocha ihe a, na a ga-eje mee nnyocha DNA na ndị afọ abụrụ ụmụ ya. Ịmalụgo ihe ndị o kwugasịrị, Very Dark Man wee saa anya wee sị ya na ọ marọ dị na nyanwa bụ Barrister Maxwell Opara ga-eje gbatuo onwe site n'ije nọchite anya onye lụrụ alụ allegedly dịka Pastor Chris Okafor. Ihe a bụ ife Very Dark Man kwuru, na ebe ọ na-anọchite anya nnukwu onye ama ama ndị mmadụ na-enye nsọpụrụ bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, kedizi ka o ji gbatuo, o si wee je gbatuzie onwe ya n'ụdị nwa, kpụtọzie onwe ya site n'ije nọchitebe anya Pastor Chris Okafor. Very Dark Man wee jirizie iwe wee sị maka ihi nke anụnwa na ọ na-akpụpụta bụ ihe ndị a na-ekwu ka bụ ozi onu voice note, na ihe a bụ mkparịta ụka ha, ihe a bụ call record. Wee sị maka ya na ọ ga-agbazi ihe niile mkparịta ụka ha niile ndị a na-anwụ, na ọnwa ezi nke ọ ga-ezobe. Ebe a ka ọ nọ wee tinyezie mkparịta ụka ya na Precious anya, Very Dark Man na Precious. Ọ sị na mkparịta ụka bụ mbọchị ọnwa Disemba dị na mkpụrụ abalị 22 n'afọ 2025, ya 22 Disemba 2025. Ga-egodie ka ịnụ ihe ndị afọ o kwuru Precious si na ọ bụ nwa Pastor Chris Okafor kwuru, maka na ịnụcha anya nwanne ntị ga-akụchikwa gị, nya ntị ga-akụchi gị, maka na Very Dark Man sịrị na ịnụcha na ihe ndị a na ntị ga-akụchi anyị. Nke bụ eziokwu bụ na nnụchara ome mụta akpuchi ọnụ. Geenụ ntị ma nụkwazie ihe ndị a nụ.
My name is Precious Chidera Okafor. The daughter of Prophet Dr. Chris Okafor. I used to live with him years ago, and I left around 2020. Yes, I left around 2020 because things were about to get out of hand. While I was living in the house, amongst all my siblings, I'm the only one from my mother, while the 4 of them are from a different mom. While I was living in the house, I used to get treated unfairly, like it was very, very visible, and even the workers in the house could see it. And one evening, he called me to his room that he wanted to speak to me. And after I went in, he was, standing behind the door, and then he locked the door and he said I should sit down. And I sat on his bed and he started speaking to me. He started telling me that he knows that I always feel bad because of how he treats me differently from my siblings. But he's only doing that because he loves me and he wishes that fathers could marry their daughters, that he would have gotten married to me. And that was when he started to touch me, like touch me all over my body. And in that moment, I was sitting very still and frozen because I could not really understand what was going on. And that was how he continued. On different occasions, he would call me. Like another time, he called me and then he locked the door again and then he started trying to kiss me all over on my lips and all over my body. And it felt like I was quiet for a long time because for me, as at that time, I was somebody that was so desperately seeking the validation of my father. I was alone in the house. I didn't have any, like, siblings of my own. So the fact that he was, talking to me, at least, like, for me, all I was thinking about at that time was, okay, if this is going to at least make my dad talk to me, if this is going to make him treat me equally and fairly, then okay. And there was a day I had a terrible dream, and as a man of God that he is, I went to meet him so we would pray together. And that was the night that he almost penetrated me, but it didn't happen. I think he saw how scared I was and how I was sweaty and shaky on the bed, so he said I could leave, and I left. And that was when I was able to use a teacher's phone in school, and I decided to tell my mom about all that was going on. Then the next week or a few days after, she came to get me from the house, and that
Hmm.
was how I left.
How old were
And
you then?
um I was about 14, 15 years old at that time.
Wow. So when you told your mom, what did she do about it?
She cried so much, and she was serving at that time. She was in a, I think she was in the northern state, so she had to come back, like she had to calm down. And mind you, I don't know if I should put this out there, but he also forcefully had his way with my mom when she was 15. That was how she was pregnant. That
You
was how
raped,
she got pregnant.
you raped your mom?
Yes,
You were born out of
yes,
rape?
yes, out of wedlock. Yes,
Wow.
when she was just 15, she used to attend this church, and she was in the choir. So that was how he knew her, and that was how he raped her.
So who pays your school fees? Like who pays your school fees? Saw you through school?
Presently, everything has been my mom. For since I left his house, I haven't spoken to him. He hasn't reached out. He tried to reach out once. He called me one evening, but he wasn't saying anything. Basically, he was sounding so prideful and asking me why I also did not reach out to him. That the phone works both ways, and the conversation did not lead anywhere. It was just that one call in the whole of 5 years, and that happened in the beginning of this year. That was when he tried to call me.
Does your mom try to go to him and take money from him for your upkeep or for your school fees?
Never, never. The only time she did that was when I was still with her before I fully moved in into my father's house. When I was with her, and she would go to meet him that, oh, she wants to pay my school fees. She wants to do this for me. And she opened up to me last year that that the reason why she's so bitter towards my father is because he treated her like an object. Like all the times that she would come to the house to come and ask for school fees or ask for anything, he would try and try and try to have his way with her. Other times, I don't know. I don't want to say what I'm not sure of. I don't know if she agrees because she never said that, but she told me every single time she would go to try and get my school fees, he's always, always, always trying to have his way with her, and he's always forceful about it.
So anytime she goes to ask him for your upkeep, he tries to sleep with her and sometimes he tries to even rape her.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And while living in the house, countless times, even as a child, I did not really understand it. But growing up, I saw how that rejection made me feel. There are countless times he would take I and my sister Marachi to go and run DNA tests. And even if he runs the test and he sees that we are his children, he still tells people and just like says it that we are not his children for some reason. And I don't really know what his reason is. Tells everybody that, I'm not his child.
Wow.